Hi everyone, we're back. You know what they say about third dates, they get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready? Let's go? It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping. He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out. But the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I was able to shift through the attic and find my old camping gear from the college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything's ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's going to be spending this weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She hasn't been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. Hope she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip. Hi Pops. Ready for your trip? Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go. How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days. Oh, it's all my camera equipment, lenses, tripod, flash, all that. Are you even gonna have time to take pictures? I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments. Oh, what's the series about? It's one of those internets. I feel like I'm going a little too nerdy with their voice. Wait, hold on. It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers. What? I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends. Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods, out there in nature, you know, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all. Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple days without constant updates on who just got voted off of International Haunted House Hunters. Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the bag suitcase, and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug. Relax, Statron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me. Oh well, alright. Don't steal anything, okay? If you do, don't get caught. Since you asked nicely, fine, promise. I step outside, hauling my bags behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Just can't read. I got it! Don't you dare. Such a gentleman. I feel like saying this is teasing and more interesting. I almost had a case of the vapors there. Never fear, these muscles are made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda? Yep. On her way to school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring? Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on. I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car and we get in. Oh no. Oh, what's wrong? I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back. Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots? No, it's just Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into pulpy good vibes. I mean, we'll turn around if it's like something that could start a fire. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to? All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs. Take your pick. I thumb through page after page of kids sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star takes me back. Keep going. I get to the end of the case to find, in the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegsan's Mega Mix Volume 1. Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it. Why'd you take the whole thing of CDs if there's just gonna be one CD? I pop the CD into the car stereo and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays and soon enough we're both happily scream singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. The song was Carl's favorite. Carl, the third roommate. He brought that dog home one night and I couldn't pry you two apart. So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. And then we had a room inspection. That RA was so suspicious of us, but you could never prove anything. And Carl was just under a blanket. Bless that pup's courage under fire. Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer. It feels good to be back out here. Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks, otherwise I'd be dreading all the hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything alright? Yep, just had to fire off one last work email. Craig pockets the phone and we're off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all the murder sprints. I look around me and take in the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there? There's no reception out here. Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face. What if there's a problem? Don't worry about it. I've been in these types of situations before. There won't be. You've trained for this. Reception is the least of our worries. You've trained for this? Question mark. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks. Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception. Craig, seriously? What's wrong? I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in. My mind keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst-case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I'd have no way of knowing. Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. No homo. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods 10 feet apart because we're not gay. We're gonna have some fun this weekend. The 10 feet becomes 5 feet, and then becomes 1 foot, and then you know how it is. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there. Can't believe you still have this tent. Found it in my attic and already checked it for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. I dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground. We unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes. You still know how to do this, right? Of course we do. We do not. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against a storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork. Bro, look at us go. Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold dominion over this land. Verily, look at our camping chairs, which we're going to sit on. So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket? Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little bit up the way that I'm sure we could hike to. Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. Craig reaches out an arm and stops me. Dude, does that look like what I think it looks like? I look over at where he's pointing. Oh my god, it does. The tree looks like a butt. Can't get over how detailed it is. I examine the butt tree further. The contour is perfect. It even has back dimples. I thought we were going to have a great time camping, but this makes it even better. Craig holds back a sticker. I aspire to have every hike to be as good as this one. I'm snickering now too. Let us analyze this tree further. Craig and I share a huge belly laugh at our awful jokes. Somebody far in the woods goes, "Ah." The best thing about this is that there's no daughters here to tell us our jokes are bad. Except me, I'm here. Third wheeling. We high five. Craig and I hit the trail again. It's been a long time since we've been out here, but everything seems more or less familiar. We point out old landmarks that we remember back from our college days. I think we're getting close now. Check it out. There's a clearing up ahead. As we get closer, I can hear water running. Cresting over a hill, Craig and I are greeted by a wide clearing surrounded by trees. In front of us is a beautiful waterfall spilling into a large body of water that runs into a river. Mouths agape with the genuine beauty of the place we go to investigate. My hair is irritating me. The old waterfall. It's gorgeous. Nature's so rad. Peering further, we get an idea of how deep the pool is. Think we could jump off of it like the old days? Ha! The old dad is happy we're here on dry land. Also, I'm still in my suit. Looks like you could climb right up over there. You didn't even bring swimming trunks. What are you talking about? Craig immediately begins taking off his clothes. Look at Craig's butt. Don't look at Craig's butt. Who am I to deny where the eyes may roam? I can't help but sneak a peek. That is a good butt. I wish I could. I need to get a butt like that. I just start doing squats. Craig turns around suddenly. He catches me looking. I do a lot of glute workouts. I immediately turn around blushing. You coming or what? I don't know about this dude. I'm still I'm getting a little self-conscious in comparison now. He's already making his way over to the waterfall by the time I finish my sentence. When he realizes I'm not right behind him, he turns around and rolls his eyes. We lived together for years and I've seen your ass more times than I can count. It's no big deal. Yeah, but I'm not in shape. It's not the same. You got it, Chief. Let's put on a show. Who needs pants anyways? If the clothes are coming off, then it's someone's birthday. Craig gives me the wolf whistle. I turn and give my booty a good spank. That one's for you, big boy. I take my shirt off and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I put the rest of my clothes on the ground, feeling exposed. I can feel the air in places I'm not used to. Craig and I climb up to the top of the waterfall, making sure not to slip on any wet rocks. He reaches the peak before I do and offers me a hand getting up. Wow. At the top, we look over the cliff and into the tiny lake. It seems so much higher up from this perspective. Craig oh my god, I can't read. My eyes are taking in the words, but my mouth cannot articulate. Craig has always been a daredevil. He pulled some stunts in college that I'm honestly still shocked he survived. I was always the one standing on the sidelines watching and hoping I wouldn't be bringing him home in a gurney. Man, this could be dangerous. Craig looks me in the eyes. Don't think, just jump. Craig cannonballs off the waterfall and into the lake, creating a huge splash. I'm worried for a moment before he finally resurfaces from under the water. Whoa! He treads water and looks up at me. You coming or what? Don't think, just jump. How are you supposed to just not think? I'm pretty sure that's not physically possible. My toes grip the edge of the rock. The water looks so far away. Don't think, just... I run off the edge trying to do my best cannonball. Somewhere in the middle, it turns into a really graceful belly flop. I hit the water with a loud slap. I resurface to find Craig giggling. I rate that belly flop a solid 8 out of 10. Your form was lacking, but your heart was in the right place. I playfully splash water at Craig. Nice. Are you sure about that? I splash him again. Oh. You've given me no choice. Craig splashes me in the face with a huge wave of water. You've awakened the beast. He launches another wave of water at me. Don't you put me in a corner here. Don't put a wild animal in the corner. I pull out the gun. You don't know where I got it from. Squirt water at him with your hands. Hammer fist. Dunk him. This seems like an assault. This, honestly, I would not enjoy this, so... I clasp my hands together in the water and squirt a stream of water directly into Craig's face. Weak defense. Your water squirting is no match for the massive wave of water my finely toned biceps are about to send in your direction. Craig, please. I have a child. I have a family, please! My pleas fall on deaf ears. He launches a volley of water in my direction, and in moments I am defeated. Craig, truce, please! Craig thinks about it. Yeah, sure. We shake hands. There's peace for only a few seconds. Man, that jump... I actually dunk him. It was all a ruse. Man, that jump was such an adrenaline rush. Not so scary now, huh? I'll race you to the top. I've had enough excited. Race you! We run all the way up to the slick rocks and cannonball off of the waterfall again. What a rush. Good form on that one. Wanna go again? Yes. I hit the water this time. I float up. I do not move. With the same energy we had in our youth, we climb back up to the top of the waterfall. I'm brave enough to try a flip, which I'm sure looks incredibly graceful as I belly flop into the water. Phew, man, this is fun. Got one more in you? How can I say no? How many times can we do this? It takes us a little more time, but we get to the waterfall and both do our best running jumps into the water below. Alright, I think that's my limit. We should get going back before it gets too dark. Are you kidding? I've never felt more alive! Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I scurry up the rocks once more and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so much fun. Getting kind of cold. Want to go back to the camp now? No, I'm only here to jump. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. You should probably head back. We go to put our clothes back on and notice that they're soaking wet. Maybe a splash fight wasn't the best idea. It's okay. We'll get a fire going in no time. We can dry off and get some dinner going. Sopping wet, we hike back to the camp and unpack everything we need for the dinner. Craig pulls out a couple of steaks and some chopped potatoes in tinfoil. Oh. You ready for a feast? Hey man, take a seat. The Craig train is pulling into the relaxation station, and I'm your conductor. Let me cook for you. Absolutely not. Cooking is the thing that relaxes me the most. I'll take it from here. Craig cooks now? I remember how his entire sophomore year diet consisted of microwavable mac and cheese, but not microwaved and having trouble... Wait. No punctuation's fucking me up right now, hold on. But not microwave. And I have trouble believing the thing he just said. At least let me start the fire. Sure, let me just grab my matches. Craig reaches into his backpack. He rummages around in his bag, pulling things out and checking every pocket. Uh-oh. I know I packed it. Craig checks another bag and still can't find it. My stomach grumbles, and now I'm more acutely aware of how cold and wet I am. I really need to get a fire started. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. I don't know. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I could have sworn I packed it. I'm sorry, dude. Don't be. We can figure this out. You can start a fire. We're smart guys. I mean, how hard could it be? I've watched plenty of survival programs on TV. If a naked reality TV star can do it, so can we. We'll need some wood. Dry wood. And that's all I know from there. Something about, like, pieces of other dry shit. I gesture to the trees around us.
Hi.
There's no shortage of that. And some tinder.
Oh.
I can make that work. And then I think some ancient aliens are then supposed to come by and give us advanced technology or renovate our house. Depends on the show. Craig and I gather a variety of wood, bark, and moss until we have all of the materials that could, conceptually, make a passable-looking campfire.
Oh.
Just add fire, right? That's the fun part. The sun is just now setting, and a cool breeze rustles the leaves of the trees around us. We have to work quick.
Oh.
I've done this in the past, and I know I can figure it out. Just give me a second. Any way I can help?
Huh?
Give me some moral support. Lift my spirits, and we'll make this fire happen. Go overboard with compliments. Never knew it better, Craig. You can do it! What if at, like, every turn I'm just like, oh my god, you're doing great! Wow, let's go! I know those hands know how to work a fire. You're really giving that fire the business. You're an amazing hardworking father with a steady work ethic and everyone loves you. Your daughters think you're a superhero and the neighborhood dads respect you immensely. Also, your butt looks great. Bro, stop. You'll make me cry. Okay, don't want your tears putting out the fire. Eventually, Craig is miraculously able to get something going. He blows on the embers and gently places the glowing moss into the base of the pit. Soon enough, we have a nice little fire going. Way to go, man. We're regular old outdoorsy fellas. Hooray for not dying. I take a seat in one of the lawn chairs Craig brought and cozy up to the fire, warming up my hands. Relax, man. Take it easy. Let me handle the dinner. I watch as Craig stokes the fire and sets up a makeshift grill for the steaks. After all that hiking and swimming and fire starting, I'm able to relax a bit. With the sound of crickets and the scent of steak filling the air, I actually feel pretty calm. Craig expertly shears 2 steaks in a pan he's been heating up on the fire, cracking thyme and crushed ginger over it while blasting them both in butter. Wow, I didn't know he was actually good at cooking. The fanciest I ever saw him get in college was when he started sprinkling the seasoning packet onto the dry ramen and eating it straight up. When did this happen? You used to eat cereal every morning with beer instead of milk. Jesus Christ. I grew up, I guess. I think these are just about ready. Craig puts the steaks onto a paper plate and sets them aside. I start to reach for one, but Craig smacks my hand away. Dude, let them rest. It'll be more flavorful that way. I patiently return to my seat, eyeing the steaks longingly from a distance. They smell incredible. Craig prepares a side salad for us in the meantime, sprinkling feta cheese onto freshly chopped greens. He places it next to a generous pile of roasted potatoes covered in olive oil and rosemary. Once it's all ready, we sit down by the fire and dig in. Everything tastes okay? I'm in heaven.
Oh.
That's what I like to hear. Remember how for an entire semester we would eat burritos for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? So hard not to go back to that. Look at you now, man. You have kids, a great job, and now you cook like a vengeful wizard whose arch nemesis is microwavable food. I'm really impressed with how much you've got in your life together. Craig laughs, but there's no humor in it.
Oh.
I'm glad you think that. I glance at Craig while he picks at his salad. He really grew out of his baby face, but there's something about his expression that makes him seem so much older than he is. A sense of maturity he didn't have in college. He looks exhausted. I mean, he has 3 fucking kids, man. And they're all young. He has like a new ass baby. You okay?
I don't know.
Yeah. Come on, dude. I've known you for long enough to see you're down.
Oh, man.
I'm tired, bro. I think being out here is making me realize just how drained I feel. You work really hard, Craig. It can't be easy.
Oh, man.
I have to, for my girls. I volunteer at their school. I cook healthy meals for them. I do everything I can to make sure they're safe and happy. And when they're with their mom, I'm always working overtime so I can support them. And then you work out a lot so you can crush anyone who stands in their way.
don't know.
That, and I don't want to fall into my old habits. I need to set a good example for my girls. Everything I do is for them and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it seems like it's bleeding you dry. If that's what it takes to raise them well, then it's worth it. Craig, buddy, I know where you're coming from here, but you gotta take care of yourself too.
Hey!
I do though. I eat right and exercise, and that's not what I mean. You're too little butter on too much toast, you know?
Hey!
What? You're spreading yourself too thin. Life needs balance. It's great that you care this much about your kids, but you can't neglect your own needs because you're too busy taking care of everyone else's. You matter too. I know I can provide for my family, and if I take a step back and look at everything objectively, I know I'm doing right by them.
I don't know.
But I can't explain it, man. There's always that voice in the back of my head telling me that I need to do more. It's like it's never enough for me. Every time I try to relax, that voice keeps telling me I don't deserve it. To be honest, I even feel guilty about being out here. Craig, you're trying your best and you're doing an amazing job. That's a fact. But even if you weren't, you would still deserve happiness.
Oh, man.
Do I, though? What? Hell yeah. I was not saying bro. not good. I look at Craig and think about what a good friend and even better father he is. He's compassionate, he's hardworking, he's relentlessly positive, he encourages everyone to be the best version of themselves. He makes me want to be a better person. If you could only see yourself the way I see you. Craig beams. He gets up and walks over to his supplies. Come on, I brought dessert. Oh, are you going to use a campfire to torch the tops of some creme brulee? What? I know little to nothing about cooking. I feed my child boxed food. Not canned food, boxed food. It's all dry. I don't trust myself to use a microwave. I can at least make canned stuff, okay? Like, sometimes I try to do things outside that requires steps. Does not always turn out great. A lot of the time, first time recipe, perfectly fine. I did great. Anytime after that, I roll the dice, and it all sucks. I tried to make custard recently. I fucked that shit up so bad. I put gelatin in it. Just so I could still eat it. It was just liquid, man. It wasn't even thickened. I mean, it didn't taste that bad with the gelatin. Like, you think it'd be kind of weird to have such firm custard, but like, I fucked with it, so. But this is coming from the person who always eats my failures, so I have to like it. Craig pulls out marshmallows.
Hey!
Well, you still know how to make s'mores, right? I think the more important question is, do you know how to make s'mores? As I recall, you used to just completely blacken the marshmallows. Oh, I stand by that. It's charred on the outside, but the gooey center's preserved. Carcinogens. Brutish. Craig throws a marshmallow at me, and I catch it in my mouth. Pro move. We used to be able to do that at great distance against a wind disadvantage. Give me a week of practice, and I'll be competitive again. Craig and I sit in the warm glow of the campfire, watching embers float up towards the sky. The stars are so much brighter out here. Yeah, I miss this, V. Me too. We stay here until it gets late, half remembering stories from college. We watch as the fire dies and eventually clamber into the tent. We crawl into the tent and I unfurl my sleeping bag. Wait, where's the other sleeping bag? I look around for a second. Oh no, I must have left it at home. It's all yours, dude. I'm sorry. I'll just curl up over here. Sad and cold and alone. No way, here. Craig unzips the sleeping bag and spreads it out so there's enough room for both of us to lay on top of it. Night, bro. Good night, bro. I roll over and we face away from each other. Without a blanket, it's really cold. I shiver, and without realizing it, I find myself nestling closer to Craig. I'm sure he won't mind. We're bros, after all. Just don't look each other in the eye. He turns over and I can feel his breath on my neck. It's hard to focus on anything else. I turn over, trying to get more comfortable. I open my eyes to find Craig's face only a few inches from my own. For once, he looks at peace. His eyes flutter open, his hand finds a place on my waist. Whoa! I'm not sure who leans in first, but suddenly we're kissing. We look at each other again, my heart racing. Craig.
Oh.
I got strong feelings for you, bro. Feelings I can't deny anymore. Bro, me too. I run my hands through his hair, then down into... This is so sudden. Like I was expecting something, but I feel so, like, bewildered right now. Then down to his chest. Craig brings me closer, wrapping his arms around me. I feel so secure. You know, talking about old times is fun, but I like making new memories with you. I smile, tracing the lines of his hip with my finger. We kiss again. I'm not worried about us getting too cold tonight. Always try your best at everything!
That was a gold medal performance for sure.
You bet your ass! I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Be cool, V. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. What? No! You asked too many questions! Sorry, sweetie, it's the feds. The life of crime is finally catching up to you. I tried to send them in a different direction, but even I'm no match for the power and funding of the US government. Ugh. Well, if they think they're gonna take me alive, they got another thing coming. I'm kidding, you're right. I have a little surprise for you. Yeah, I can tell you're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father, it would fill my heart with glee. Shit, it is very nerdy. I don't know why. I can't do the Valley Girl accent right now. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies covered under a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to give you a little something. Graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Aw, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off of the table. Amanda's jaws drop. Yes. No way! I figured you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers. This is all 19 seasons! And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show. Dad, I love this. Thank you. She gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Ah! Who are all these strangers? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here. Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you. Even Bobbert. And Joseph. Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with crunchies in the middle. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just go have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds and make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. V! Brian, you made it! Huh, don't pass up on good mac. What do you think of the party? It's not bad. Just not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. Don't let him bait you. Don't let him bait you. Thank you for the lovely compliment. Daisy trots up. Hi, Amanda's dad. Hey, Brian's daughter. See how that feels? This is a really great party. Thanks so much for inviting us. You're very welcome, a tiny child who knows how to pay a compliment. Brian and I lock eyes. This isn't over! Looks like you've settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Yep, couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you at more church events. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang out sometime. Sure, Joseph, that'd be great. Well, see you later. Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese. The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, V. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned out for finals. Me too. The scholarship money really helped. Oh my god. Did you see her? Amanda walks by and pretends to not see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher. Hey. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things. That's not a British accent. Congratulations on... Oh, fuck. Congratulations on graduating. I know you're gonna do great things at art school. Guys. I can't. I haven't been doing voices. I can't. Haha, yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. All right, go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Please don't. I will turn my eyes away for if you snatch a little something, but if you start breaking things, I can't hide that. Are you still mad about that time I gave you detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh.
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so... She'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey.
Oh.
Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table.
I don't know.
Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Oh.
Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of grateful banana bread ready for her. I don't know, was I supposed to say banana? It was in parentheses, was I supposed to say banana? Thank you, I know she'll love that.
Oh.
What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. It looks like Amanda's hanging out with Briar and Hazel. Let's see what they're up to.
Alright.
Okay, Briar. Think of a shape. Hazel, what's she thinking? Square. Briar. Star. We'll get it next time. Amanda leans in close to Briar and Hazel, lowering her voice. Listen, you guys can be real with me. If you're downplaying your psychic abilities, I want to know that you can trust me. Heck, even think of me as the third twin. That's what a triplet is. Amanda, that's a triplet. You know, Dad, by the time I'm done with these kids, we're gonna be finishing each other's... What? You didn't finish your sentence. What are we gonna be finishing each other's sentences? See? Third twin. I have to go. You guys are weird. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch step. The sun is setting and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Hey, thanks for the party. You really didn't have to. I ruffle her hair. Anything for my panda. Amanda looks down at her shoes and sighs. What's wrong? Amanda takes a deep breath. I stole the Declaration of Independence. I'm scared, Dad. How am I gonna make it through college if I can barely scrape by in high school? I don't know how to do adult stuff. My whole future is riding on this. Aren't you at least a little excited? It's your dream school. No, I'm too worried to be excited. I'm not ready for this. And I'm worried that you aren't either. Hey kiddo, it's gonna be alright. No matter how far we are away from each other, you're always gonna be my daughter. We've been through a lot together. This is just the next challenge and I'll always be a phone call away. I definitely won't disappear and leave behind cryptic messages and you have to come find me. I definitely won't get assassinated and you will have to find my murderer and the reason behind my mysterious past. I promise. You're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess. This isn't... Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad, but... It seems like she's trying to put this delicately. I just feel like I didn't get a chance to be independent, you know? I love you, Dad, but I need space to be my own person. I didn't really get to do that growing up. I'm glad we're close, but can't be my best friend all the time and I can't be yours. Oh. Maybe me going away will be good for both of us. Set up some boundaries. I mean, that's literally the reason why you're going to college, isn't it? That's the reason why I said it's okay for you to go to a faraway ass college. I just want you to, you know, sometimes be all like, a week went fine. Okay, bye. I don't want you to text me every hour on the hour. I got shit to do. I don't know what to say. Don't get me wrong, I love you, but I do wish things had been different. I guess I have a lot to think about now, huh? I guess. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I will disappear. And you get to mature through finding out how I died. Only to find out I didn't die. I was the villain all along. Amanda hops up. My friends invited me out for ice cream, so I'm gonna head out. She kisses me on top of the head. I'm gonna be honest, I don't feel like we were that stifling. I mean, there was just come home. You are in high school. Come home at this time. See you later, Pops. I love ya. Wow, Amanda really dropped a bomb on me there. It's hard to process this all. I thought I was being the best parent I could, but apparently there's still a lot to learn. I literally don't know what we did that was that stifling. That made her go, I couldn't be independent. I look up to see Craig smiling at me. I take a seat next to Craig as the last guests make their way out of the party. Bro. This reminds me of the parties we used to throw. Fewer keg stands, of course. Probably for the best. I don't want to get my hip replaced after a party trick goes wrong. We can leave keg stands in the past. I'm, taking this weekend to relax. This party was my first stop out of the express train from the relaxation station. Next stop is Napville. Pull into the V concourse. I'd like to book a ticket to Napville as well. I might have to meet you halfway at eating food directly off of your own stomach town. We both giggle, but man, do I want to just pour some chips on my belly while I hang out in a hammock. What? Guys are getting a little spicy and I don't like it. It's a weird kind of spicy. Craig, I'm glad you're making time for yourself. Me too. Stress is a funny thing, dude. I didn't realize how overworked I was until we got away from the city. It's honestly just as destructive as binge drinking every night and eating burritos off of the floor. I guess we need to get out of the city more often then. Craig kicks his legs over the side of the bench and leans onto me, lying down on my lap. I run my fingers through his hair. You're looking for balance. I admire that. I'm trying not to feel guilty about doing things for myself. It's a process. And it's gonna take me some time to figure it out. I might need your help, bro. Craig, I'll be your bro till the day I die. And more than a bro. The broest of bros so close that people get a little confused. And if being your bro means forcing you to take care of yourself, then I'll happily oblige. Craig looks up at me smiling. Bro, that means so much to me. Craig sits up and pulls me into a kiss. Bro. We both laugh. You and me, we're gonna be alright. How many endings are in each path? Why is my phone on night mode again? Wait, continue of fuck? Where is it? This one? It says there's only one good ending and one death ending, and I'm assuming the death ending is I just keep jumping. Alright, bro, you sure? It's my time to jump. I scurry up the rocks once more and do another classic cannonball. Wow, this is so fun. Getting kind of cold. No, I'm here to jump. Don't stop me. I'm on a roll right now. Go on without me. I've got at least 20 more jumps in me. Okay, dude. I'll see you back there. Craig gets up and leaves. Maybe I should head after him. There's nothing but the waterfall. I will die in this waterfall. I don't give a fuck. Finally, some peace and quiet so that I can work on my form. I scramble up the rocks again. Man, the adrenaline is wearing off, I guess. By the time I get to the top, I'm gasping for air. Here goes nothing. I take a running start for my biggest jump yet, but as I get to the edge, I trip, tumbling off of the cliff and onto the rocks below. As my broken body slips into the water, I look down to see a pool of red forming around me. I don't have long, just long enough to be alone with my thoughts. Why? Why did I push myself beyond my physical limits? Why did I let the search for adrenaline overrule my sensibilities? Why didn't I use the buddy system? Goodbye, cruel world. I can see that my chances at love were dashed much the same as my poor body was dashed upon these rocks of this waterfall. You died. You water fell to your death. I think for each of the routes, it's just variations. There isn't really good and bad. I think there's only a few of them that have, like, another route, but overall, it seems like they're all mostly just good endings. I'm assuming we hit 3 hearts at the end. Is it possible for me to flub the options and we don't get, like, the good ending? Or they just didn't implement it at all? Don't you dare. They still got hearts on there. Craig Khan, you keep those hands to yourself. Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy. I guess I can't argue with that. Everything's good with Amanda. Yep, on her way to a school trip. Reception is the least of our worries. We're out here in the middle of nowhere, miles from civilization, nothing with us but the clothes on our backs and a sack of granola. You ever read those stories about campers who get eaten by bears or who get lost and have to drink their own piss? Or worse, what if we have to eat each other? Craig, promise you'll eat me. I couldn't handle cannibalizing my best friend emotionally. Or physically. You're far too lean. I wouldn't be able to last through the winter. He hated that. Dude, you gotta stop watching Man vs. Survivor vs. Wild. Survivor Man. Keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. I don't look. I close my eyes, in fact. It takes all my strength to not look at Craig's beautiful butt. Eye contact. We're making eye contact, and I'm not gonna look at the butt, no matter how much it calls out to me. Just do it, man. I see that butt. You got it, Chief. I take off my shirt and drop it in a pile with Craig's clothes. I don't know if this is gonna work. Dunk. I lunge for Craig and manage to get him in an arm lock. Time for the finishing move. I summon all my dad's strength to lift Craig out of the water.
Hey.
And I drop him down for the splash. Craig bounces back out of the water.
Hey.
My turn. Oh no, it seems like Craig was simply allowing me to pick him up and dunk him. He grapples me with his clearly superior muscles and quite literally tosses me across the water. I emerge from the water, devastated. Think I did all those pull-ups just so I could look good with my shirt off? Nah, bro. These arm cannons are dad launchers. Fuck! Damn it, he was charmed! But it was more like he's charming us. This is not fair. I don't want to start from the beginning. Craig does a playful flex for me. Damn. Craig, truce, please. I've had enough. Should probably head back. You can do it. Clear eyes, full heart, can't. Not make that fire. Can make that fire, Craig.
Oh.
That's the stuff.
Oh.
You got it, I guess. You know what? By what everyone is saying, it seems like there's only the few that have additional endings. Like how, I think technically the bad ending is you die. For Craig. Which is a shame that there isn't like a proper good and bad ending, or good and friend zone ending or whatever, considering it looks like you're getting like points off. But I don't know. So I guess this is the end of the Craig route. Yeah, so I'm gonna assume there isn't gonna be anything else based off of what I just read, because I don't want to go through all of this again, because it's not really, to me, the way the mechanics of the visual novel aren't optimal. You can't skip dialogue you've already read, it just skips fully ahead. And I hate it when visual novels do that, because there's a lot of words. And sometimes there's new little sentence stuff. I want to read it to see if there's any difference, but then you skip over it because it just skips over everything. So that is the end of Craig's route. I like Craig. He's a cool guy. He's definitely on the basic end of music is loud. He's basically on the basic end of personality. He's like the frat boy who calmed down, but there isn't anything like else wild about him. He makes for the perfect childhood friend to lovers. As of right now, he remains at the top because I haven't done anyone else, so Joseph will never enter the rankings because he is religious and married. He never stood a chance. But yeah, we are getting back into this as I attempt to clear my archives. So I can play other games and not continuously build my archive and not finish things. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm sorry that it took so long from the last time. It's been a year. And I hope to see you in the next one or anything else. Have a good day and or a good night. I don't know who I'm gonna do next. So, yeah, I'm between two people and I'll figure it out. Bye-bye. Where's my mouse? I got the bad Amanda ending. I say after I've made comments about I'm gonna disown her, and I fucking pulled up that stupid, what was it? That dumb meme about the military dude who just kind of crashing out in the comment section of stuff. I pulled that out. I'm just I know on the outside I've been a huge dick, but I thought I was choosing the slightly okay options that weren't like that bad in game. Fuck. Sorry. I'm a terrible father. But also, I don't know what you expect. I keep pulling out my gun. At every issue, I whip out my gun. It's the only way I can solve things. her father isn't around. He's the one who kept me from doing these things. And now no one can stop me. I also haven't been on mission, and I'm pent up. I need to shoot something. Anyways, bye.